My whole idea of investing originated on the basis of achieving financial independence. These two words, financial independence, always conquered my mind and my thoughts. You can say I have been encaptivated with the idea of waking up in the morning knowing that I never have to work just for money. I can do new things, learn new skills, have new businesses and all that just because I want to, not because I need to. This has been the crazy obsession of my life. So in order to know how to achieve that kind of wealth, it became a habit of mine to read how in past people have made their wealth and how different it is in current times. Reading their story, understanding their motives helped me in building myself a small portfolio of stocks, mutual funds, crypto and other financial instruments. And today we're gonna be discussing just that, the rich and their secret of investing. But first let me ask you, do you even know who is rich? How much money you think you should have before we call you rich in India? And where? Where are they, the rich Indians, actually investing their money? Do you know that? Well, today we're gonna explore all that and I'm gonna show you the exact numbers and all their secrets of investing so that we can learn from it and hopefully become rich ourselves. Knowing it is the first step to achieving something, isn't it? So let's start. If you are not new to this channel, then you know how much I think about money and financial independence. I read about different financial instruments, stocks, mutual funds and everything from this universe just to see if I can find a gap somewhere where I can get my alpha, where I can 10x, 100x my money. In this journey, I always wondered, when will I become rich? And most importantly, how much money should I have to be part of Rich Club? So like always, I deep dived into the world of finance and found the answers for you. So the rich people are categorized as HNIs, that is, high net worth individuals. These are the individuals with a net worth of $1 million, that is approx 7 to 9 crores in India. And if you have over $30 million, that is approx 210 crores, then you are classified as ultra high net worth individuals, that is ultra HNIs. This is the global standard basically. This is what rich is. Comparing to this, the median wealth of per adult in India in 2020 was just 3,194 American dollars, that is 2.61 lakhs rupees only. This is what the median wealth of a person in India is. So now you know why saving and investing is so important, right? The numbers show you the truth of how poor or rich are you actually. Now these HNIs and ultra HNIs, where are they investing their money? How are they growing it at such a fast rate to beat inflation as well as keep growing the pile? Let's take the case of ultra rich, that is ultra HNIs. These are the people who are the royalty of riches and everybody looks up to them when it comes to money. Well, after all, we are talking about having 210 crores here, right? We have the other option of leering at the wealth of Uncle Scrooge, but I think not many people are fan of diving into the solid pool of gold coins.
Ah! It's not a liquid! It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface! Ah!
Coming to ultra HNIs, the richy rich of India, their first love seems to be equities, where they have invested 34% of their investable wealth. This includes owning shares in their own companies, buying shares of other companies like I'm doing here, or just investing in portfolio management services which buy equities for the rich people. We are talking about the stocks here. Equities are the stocks. If we see the last 1 year's performance of Sensex, then it is up 3.75% only. Remember, last few days have been havoc for stock market as the Hindenburg tsunami is taking over the whole Sensex. Equity is anyways a long-term game and it comes with the benefit of always having buyers in the market. Almost always. If you don't like something in a stock that you own, just drop it in the market. You can get in and out better than other financial instruments here. So it's no wonder that equity is the top favorite for already successful Indians. Okay, so the second favorite asset for our ultra HNIs last year was commercial real estate. They plopped 25% of their wealth in this. Now it includes directly buying the land, shop, mall, logistics, warehouse, which is the new favorite kid in town, or they have invested in commercial real estate through the funds or REITs. Many of my rich friends are also in this commercial real estate thing. There is some kind of pleasure of owning a real thing, I think. And plus, commercial real estate proves to be a good hedge in case something goes wrong in the world. Plus, usually you get higher rent here than the residential properties. It is safety plus some cherry on top in form of rent, interest or dividends. Especially if you see the commercial real estate of Bombay, Bangalore and all these places with lots of national international companies, then these markets are really lucrative if you can find yourself a good deal there. Coming to the third favorite financial instrument for ultra rich people in India, it is bonds. Yeah, 16% of their wealth they invested in bonds last year. These give you a little stability, especially since last few years we have been facing one crazy thing after another. So it kinda makes sense that now after creating so much of wealth, you want to protect it from any downside. They give you less return, but at least your capital is safe. When you are that level rich, then this becomes a priority, saving your money. Like they say, you can't go back to economy class once you start traveling in first. So being cautious makes sense here. Now if one is trying to be cautious, then definitely we have other people balancing it out by going on the other extreme side and investing in one of the riskiest bets. No, that is not crypto we are talking about here. It is private equity and venture capital. Every day we hear this, that this startup got the funding or some other startup whose funding got cancelled or something happened there with the money. And now with this Saas Bahu kind of season 2 of Indian Shark Tank being here, we hear about these fundings and investments all the time. So this is where the ultra high net worth Indians are investing their 10% of investable wealth. Here you make a giant profit if it hits the bull eye. See the case of Shilpa Shetty and Mamaearth. In 2018, Shetty acquired 16 lakh shares of Mamaearth at Rs 41.86 apiece, which amounts to 0.52% stake in the company. So basically she invested 6.7 crores for 0.25% of Mamaearth in 2018. Now, the street speculation is that Mamaearth is looking at a market cap of $3 billion, about 24,000 crores with its IPO. If that turns out to be the case, then Shetty's investment will be worth 124 crores, up 18.2 times in just 4 years. This is plain amazing. I wish my stock of Rain Industries could have done the same. 5 lakhs becoming 91 lakh in 4 years is pretty amazing. But my 5 lakh is still at 8 lakhs. So pathetic. So this kind of amazing return happens mostly in the private equity and venture capital universe. If you guys wanna see how I invest and which stock I own, then you can check out my other videos. I don't have 18x in 4 years, but I do have 10x in 2 years. You can see for yourself. Okay, coming back to rich people. Apart from all these investments that we discussed, be it equity, real estate, bonds and venture capital, they also have Desi Heart, and that means they are investing in the most loved shiny metal too, the gold. Yeah, they are putting 6% of their wealth in the gold. It can be e-gold or physical coins. Hell, they can be owning the solid bricks of gold and keeping it in their vault that is hidden behind the secret wall of their bedroom. Well, I'm not rich, so my knowledge of rich comes from all the cartoons that I've seen. Do you also think they have piles of gold coins and they are diving into it for swim? Now if you are rich, then you wanna have some fun too, right? Well, any normal person can invest in stocks, bonds and real estate, and for private equity you just need couple of crores. So where is the crazy exclusivity? What's the fun then of having more than 210 crores, right? Well, where there is demand, supply is gonna come there too. And that is why we see all these crazy investing items in the news that some random rich guy is splurging his money on. Well, it can be anything at all, ranging from wine bottle to art piece, from crazy one in a world car to owning a rare species of some kind of wild animal. You can fill in the blanks with anything and money will get you that. And that is why Ultra HNIs have put 4% of investable wealth in crazy, let's just say passion-led investment. It sounds better, right? Well, somebody made a shirt for himself of gold. Yeah, gold shirt I'm talking about. Don't you dare just think that it has few gold buttons or something. No. I'm talking about going full crazy and making the whole shirt with gold worth 1.2 crores. And you know why he did that? Because bro, sometimes for some people ladies are still not getting attracted to, and hence the creation of gold shirt to get some action. Wow, it will take me some time to get that picture out of my head. That desperate man wearing the gold shirt. Waiting. So this is the overall percentage where the ultra high net worth Indians have invested in 2022. 34% goes in equity, 25% in commercial real estate either directly or through funds and REITs, 16% in bonds, 10% in private equity or venture capital, 6% in gold, 4% in gold shirt, passion-led investment like art, car and wine. What did you do for your investments in 2022? Me? I bought shares, invested in mutual funds, became a small partner in a private company and saw the crypto bleed too. But that was all about 2022. What about 2023? Are you making a solid plan to become wealthy? Where do you think you stand according to wealth status in India? Are you in top 50% or 10%? Where are you? Well, according to Credit Suisse, if you have minimum $22,476, that is 18,43,032 rupees, then you are in richest 10% of Indian adults. Well, that sounds ridiculously low, but then median wealth per adult in India in 2020 was just $3,194. That is 2.61 lakhs only. This is what we are talking about here. This is our median wealth, even though we are the country of savers. We are not investors, but we are the country of savings. It has been put in our mind since childhood, especially if you belong to middle class, that saving is the way to live one's life. If you want something expensive, then you just wait and wait and wait and let the craving go away with time. Even after all this, all the fixed deposits and putting money in gold, the average wealth of an Indian is just 2.61 lakhs only. Now if you want to be in top 5%, then your minimum wealth should be $45,909, that is 37 lakhs 64,538 rupees. So my stock portfolio here, which is around 40 lakhs, make me the top 5% wealthy people in India. I don't know, I still feel poor and these numbers don't actually match with my idea of what is wealthy. At best, 40 lakhs should be like a mediocre thing in current times, as you can't do much with it. I mean, it's a good amount, but still you don't have many opportunities in India with this kind of money, not at a decent level. So now if you want best opportunities, then who else better than the top 1% of wealthy people here, right? I mean, there are so many resources, so many doors that these people can open with their money alone. So if you want to be in the exclusive club of 1% riches in India, then you should have minimum of $150,902 or 1 crore 23 lakhs 73,964 rupees. So if I am able to get my stock portfolio to 1 crore, which is my goal currently, then I will be closer to getting inside the 1% richest of India. Now this seems to be the cool goal for future. Let's see how and when I finally reach there. But first I need to plan it well, do great research and back it up by putting the bulk of my money in that specific stock. I want to own many great businesses, many companies and become the part of their journey for next decades. Top 1%, that's what the goal is now for my portfolio. Okay, one fun fact. Do you know that these 1% of rich Indians own 40.5% of our nation's wealth? Yeah, that's some crazy number right there. Listen to this. The top 5% own 61.7%. Wow, that means the top 5% own more than the other 95% combined. Wow, 5% own more than the 95%, the rest of 95%. Wow, pretty eye-opening numbers there, right? I don't know exactly how to feel about this data. This is quite crazy. Let's see about the top 10% rich people here. And it is, the top 10% own 72.5% of India's wealth. Now this is some crazy wealth inequality going on here, but I hope this generation becomes part of solution, becomes smarter, become better business person and investor and can create wealth not just for themselves, but for their investors too, and help in filling up this gap by doing something amazing. And I really hope that today we have taken a step towards that goal. After this video, you have gotten enough data and motivation to set up your goals and achieve something big in life. If you are smart and interested in learning, then my friend, me and you, we both will reach there. Don't worry. Make money your friend and not the enemy. Remember that. This is it for today's episode, guys. Hope you liked it. I have full playlist on how to plan your financial life. Also, there's a whole playlist of my stock portfolio, crypto, passive investments, and many other videos of my investments that might help you in learning and understanding more of this so-called complicated money universe. Go check those out. See you next time, My Money Universe.